Welcome to Idaho Living this week. We have Elizabeth Amar. We're so excited you're back today.
Thank you. So fun to be back. I love your new space.
Oh, isn't it cool?
It's very beautiful.
I know. And we're going to be talking about all things trending for the spring and summer.
That's right.
But first, let's talk about the most important things, right? Fashion.
There's a lot of fashion happening right now.
Okay, so I've got to ask your opinion. Have you seen this whole rompum thing?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think?
Okay, so these are guys that are wearing these one-piece short shirt, zip up. I don't know, it's kind of like half like auto mechanic, kind of half like polo look, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
well, these guys look good. These guys, they're rocking it right here.
Yeah,
right?
they're rocking it because they're slender.
You know, the
Well,
belly.
you know, Americans aren't quite as slender build as some of the European guys, right?
Well,
right.
I don't. Kevin could totally rock this.
No.
I think. No.
Are you kidding? Could
Kevin, Merry Christmas.
No,
Let's get to him for Christmas.
Would you let Tyler wear it to school?
Probably just to have a fashion trend. Probably to be like, hey. Like,
There's no way that my boys would.
You wouldn't
ever
let them?
No, if
Really?
it's not athletic clothes, they wouldn't wear it. But
Okay.
you know, it's okay. I mean, this style is traditionally European
Okay.
and okay. I mean, it is what Princess Kate is putting on
True.
her boys.
See?
It's okay to wear this, I think, in younger children.
Okay.
Toddlers.
Not adult men like we see here.
Adult men. That's
Okay, so Byron, you told us what's the name of the new one? There's romp hymns, and now there's what? Scrubums. So nurses and doctors are. Let's see if we can find a photo of that.
I don't know. We should.
Scrubums. Nice. Okay.
I don't know. Then you'd have to take off the whole thing
True.
to use.
I don't like that.
No.
That's okay.
Yeah. You
So,
could just imagine
thumbs up,
men,
thumbs down.
Imagine men at urinals, and they'd have to like undress the whole thing, right? Like,
Or
who
just
would
pull
do
it up.
that?
I don't know.
That's horrible. I don't
Okay,
know.
so look at this cute thing. This is also trending right now. It is the most adorable thing. It is of these mother ducks, or the one mother duck, kind of teaching her little kids. And a lot of you right now are having kids graduating. You're pushing them out of the nest, and this is what this little photo reminds me of. So they did it.
Well,
and
what
then,
a leap of faith.
And then the last one's like, wait, don't forget me.
Yeah.
Like,
and
you
they're
got
gonna
to.
be louder and louder at the end.
I know.
Right.
As I always say, just jump, right?
That's right. Just jump. And I don't know how these moms are handling all these kids going off to college.
I know.
Graduation is so hard.
I know, I can't even
Pushing
imagine.
them out of the nest.
Let's not talk about it. We're
Okay,
not even talking
no,
about it. But
no
we are going to
further.
talk about home decor and what you need to know. So as soon as we come back from the break, that's what we're going to be discussing. Don't go away. Are you looking to give your home a new style, maybe update it? Every year we see new trends and must-have pieces that we can't wait to get our hands on. And so we're excited to hear all about the new styles this spring and summer to make your home even more beautiful. And who better to tell us all about that than Elizabeth Amar, one of the Parade of Homes award-winning decorators. We're so excited to have you back.
Thank you. So
Yay.
happy to be here.
Oh, fun. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what we can expect for the new spring and summer looks and colors and everything.
Okay, well, 2017 I feel is super inspiring. There's so many beautiful trends right now. And the color of the year this year is called greenery. Now what's interesting about this color is it's not just a color, but it's an ideal. It means, it signifies new beginnings. It signifies healthier eating lifestyles. So I want to show some colors from our Parade home, and this is how we have incorporated using greenery in our home. So we are just taking beautiful, fresh things from outside. Go ahead and just go clip some branches, some limbs, put them in clear vases. And really the style is just keep it super simple, but yet keep it really airy and light.
Ooh.
It's
What you've
beautiful.
done here. I love this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Very cool.
Grab a crystal vase from your grandma's closet, from her cabinet, and you know, it just all keeps everything fresh and alive. It's all about bringing the outside inside.
I love that. Love it.
Okay, the second trend that I want to talk about is the color blush. Okay, so the color blush is kind of like that new neutral. It's that color that can be paired with plaids and furs, and it's that beautiful, fresh, and very feminine color that can be put against really masculine things. Put it in masculine spaces just to kind of freshen and lighten it up. But I think what is so interesting about the color blush is It really kind of tends itself to be vintage and nostalgic in a way, but yet it also mixes really great with other metals like brushed silvers and blacks, and just adding that little pop of little feminine color in a room. And really it can go in any room, so don't just limit it to a bedroom or a living room.
I love that. And you can throw a pillow anywhere, right?
Anywhere.
That's really simple for me. I love it.
Yes. Now don't forget the chop.
What are you talking? No, what are you talking about?
Okay, so when you put a pillow on a couch or on a bed, you can obviously leave it super flat and square, but the trend is to give it just a nice, good little chop so that it has nice pointed corners, and it makes it look like it's supposed to be there.
You're kidding.
It gives it purpose in the room. It says, "Look at me."
That's because I'm always like, okay, let's.
No.
Okay, I just need to
Just
chop
give a little chop.
The kids can help out with that too.
Yeah,
love it.
Totally,
Okay,
totally. Okay, and the last trend that is super popular right now is using brass accents. And you know, this ain't your mom, this ain't your grandma's brass. Okay,
okay, I got a little nervous.
All you viewers who have lived through a previous brass era, you know, this is not that color of brass. This is much softer. It doesn't have those green hues or the dark hues or the shiny, crazy brass that it once was. This brass is super soft. It can also be paired with any metal. It's beautiful against white cabinetry that's so popular right now. And brass is just, it's just that beautiful medium metal that really adds just a little bit of sparkle. So when I go out looking for home decor to stage, I look for brass in my plumbing fixtures, in my lighting, in my decorations, in my hardware. And look, I mean, people are getting it right, because you've got greenery, you've got your succulents that also represent greenery, has little accents of blush and brass. So it's always fun when you can find a win-win.
I love that.
Incorporate it all together.
And we just need you to decorate all of our homes.
Okay,
right?
Let's do it.
Liz, thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. Can we come down to all your design centers and stuff like that and have you help us with our homes?
If you build a house with us, yes.
Okay.
But if you follow our Instagram page at Biltmore Co. Homes, we always post a lot of design ideas and fresh new ways that you can start incorporating some of these accents and trends in your home.
Awesome. Liz, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
I think we got to pop on over to your Instagram. Love
Do
it.
it.
Thank you. How can intimacy improve your health? We're talking about the surprising health benefits of sex. Plus, floral arrangements are not just for your table. We're showing you how to create a suspended centerpiece. All of this and more coming up on Idaho Living. Okay, if you've got little ones in the room, you need to gently scoot them out, put a video on or something like that, because for the next several minutes, we're going to be talking about something that I know you're going to love. It's really important, and I've never thought about it this way before until today. It is a three-letter word, S-E-X. That is the topic today. Tammy, we are so excited to have you here with us today. Let's talk about the health benefits of sex that many of us don't even realize are occurring and are at our disposal.
Absolutely. So there's health benefits to both men and women. In my practice, I see both men and women for hormonal issues, and sex really is an integral part of that. When we look at the aging process and look how healthy people are, there's 4 cornerstones that I always tell them that we need to deal with. One is to make sure that they're eating right. They have to have great nutrition. They have to be sleeping, getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and with all the stress that we all deal with, that's sometimes difficult. Our hormones reboot themselves in our sleeping hours, and that's why that's so important. Nutrition is always extremely important, making sure you're eating the right things to support the body being healthy. There's a lot of environmental hormones that we get from our food sources, unfortunately. The other part of that is exercise, making sure that we're getting physical activity. That stimulates hormone production for both men and women. And then the other part of that is connectedness. And that is a very big platform that we're dealing with. And some people don't even realize that the connectedness that we have with our partner is just as important as those other 3 aspects. So connectedness is how we engage with our community and how we engage with our kids and our coworkers. And if you're not happy at home, you're not going to be happy at work. So the connectedness between us and our partner is extremely important, because if we're not connecting with our partner on a regular basis, whether it's a hug or a smile or just listening intently to our partners, we don't have great hormone balance.
Wow.
So,
And who would have made that connection, right? That's amazing. So let's talk about some of the health benefits to that intimacy. Let's start with the men. We'll go with the men. We'll with the
they're a
men
little
first.
easier,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So the health benefits to men, when men are not engaging in frequent intercourse, such as going long periods of time, and they define that as about 7 days.
That's a long period of time.
It's a long period of time.
Wow, okay.
So 7 days, if a man doesn't engage in intercourse, he actually has a slow decline in his testosterone, but then it peaks at about 7 days to try to push him to be intimate.
Wow.
Because our bodies are designed to have intimacy with a partner. Well, when it spikes, if he doesn't engage in it, it declines, it goes back down to 0, or it goes down to below baseline, and over time, that's going to perpetually get worse. Now, so engaging in it helps to restart those hormones, get the testosterone used up actually. When a man engages in intercourse, he uses up his testosterone and then produces oxytocin, which is our intimacy passion hormone, if you will.
Okay. I love that. Now, I'm not gonna call out anybody on this stage or anything, but one of the questions that came up from one of our gentlemen on our team was, how do you is there a way to stop from men falling asleep right after intimacy?
I hate to break it to the ladies out there, but no, it's not going to happen.
So it's not that they're just being a jerk
No,
and they want to go to sleep. Tell us a little bit more about
No,
that.
it's a
Because there's a lot of fighting that happens in homes about that.
No, absolutely. And it really is not that he's ignoring you and that he doesn't want to be engaged with you. It's just that when he produces oxytocin as a result of the climax, it causes him to want to go to sleep.
Wow. So it is it's a physical thing.
It's a physical thing.
Okay.
It really is a physical thing. And
Okay.
it's interesting about the oxytocin, though, in thinking about men, is that hormonal imbalance with men also, if they're caregiving towards children, like our
Yes.
stay-at-home dads, they actually produce a lot more oxytocin.
Isn't that
And they actually
interesting?
have lower testosterone levels.
Wow.
And it's
Wow.
because they're doing a nurturing job.
That is fascinating to me. Okay, we are almost out of time already, so we have got to hit it. We got to go. So let's talk about the health benefits to women with increasing those intimacy times during the week.
So women, when they always come to me, they're always telling me, oh, I have a low libido, I'm not interested. But there's different times in our lives when we have to take in consideration everything else that's going on in our lives. If we're stressed, we're not going to have a great libido. But it is really, really important to make a commitment to being intimate with our partner. It raises leptin levels as one of the health benefits to women. And leptin is one of those hormones that causes a satiety. So it helps them with weight maintenance, believe it or not.
Really?
Kind of an
so
interesting fact.
So we could be gaining weight if we're not being intimate as often as we need to be, right?
Good, because your
Okay.
leptin levels
Wow.
are not being raised. Women
Wow.
always ask, is there a pill I can take for leptin?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, go have sex.
Doctor's orders. The men
Exactly.
love that one. Okay.
The other health benefit is raising her oxytocin levels as well, because oxytocin, again, is the nurturing, loving hormone. So if she's engaging in intercourse and has a climax, it'll raise her oxytocin, which will make her want to engage more with her husband.
Wow.
So it's just really important for women to be engaged. Less depression symptoms are associated with higher oxytocin as well.
Wow. That is fascinating. So, what is the number one reason people come in to see you when women come in? What
Aside
is-
from the libido issues.
yeah, is it libido? Is that like the number one
No,
thing?
it's probably in the top 3. So
Really?
hormonal imbalance, women starting to go through menopausal issues, men starting to have issues with their decline in their testosterone. So it's mainly for hormonal issues, and then gynecological issues.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. How do our viewers get a hold of you if they need some help and need you to counsel them through some of these things?
Well, we're located here in Meridian off of Fairview and Locust Grove, but our website is embracewellnesstoday.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Up next on Idaho Living, suspended centerpieces that are unique, exciting, and on the practical side. So save some space on those tables and join us. Welcome back to Idaho Living. You know, flowers are without a doubt one of the simple pleasures in life, and they can brighten someone's day and create an elegant look for any space in your home, whether that's inside or outside. So we've turned to the experts from Floral Creations in Meridian to show us how to make this beautiful suspending arrangement. Marcy, we're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
This is gorgeous. You are so talented. I love it.
Thank you.
So you're going to teach us how to do this.
Yes.
Where do we get started?
Yes.
Well, first you want to determine where you're going to hang it.
Okay.
From your pergola, a tree, your umbrella in your backyard.
And when you're determining that, what do we need to know in order to hang it? Like what do we have to take into consideration?
Well, the sturdiness of your structure.
Okay.
So you need to know if it's going to support the weight that you're putting on
Okay. which determines what kind of frame you have, right?
Right,
okay.
right. And
okay.
so if you have a lighter frame, lighter structure that you're going to hang from, you want to keep your frame lighter.
Okay.
Today we chose a frame, a picture frame, and that we just picked up out of a donation pile.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can be super affordable, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Or you can use a hula hoop if you want one in a round, or you can make one out of a old pallet if you're handy with
Wow.
that.
Not handy with a lot of things, but we'll stick with the frame that's already done. Okay. Once we get the frame, now what do we do?
Well, then you need to create something that you'll be hanging your flowers from.
Okay.
So we chose this flocked wire, and it's available at any of the local craft shops in the floral department.
And when you say flocked, what does that mean?
It just means that it's just kind of fuzzy and natural looking.
Yeah, it does. It looks like moss. I love it.
Yeah,
So it conceals it.
And I like it because it's real easy to work with. It's wired.
Okay.
So you just cut it to length
Okay.
and twist it around, and you're ready to go.
And that's going to hold. That's going to be strong enough to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'll hold your
That
flowers.
looks simple. Okay, now tell us how when you talk about your grid, is this enough? Have we done
Yeah,
enough?
depending
okay.
on how full you want it. This one hanging here is a little bit fuller.
Okay.
This one will just be lighter and
Okay.
just more visible from 2 sides instead of the 4 sides that we created there.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so then what do we do? And let's talk
Then-
about the kind of flowers that we're going to put into it too.
Yeah, then we're going to go ahead and hang it.
And so once we get it hung, how do we fasten all these pieces to the grid?
Well, you want to pick your flowers and your greens, so you can just kind of find what you have in your backyard.
Okay.
And that can be from tree branches, lightweight tree branches to
I wouldn't have even thought about that. That's a great
Yeah.
idea. Okay.
yeah, and to bushes or shrubs, and or you could go to your local florist and pick from what they have.
Okay, so
available.
let's talk about how we can attach them.
I chose to use this little chenille wires, and I cut them down in smaller pieces.
Oh, okay.
And so once it's suspended, this will naturally be hanging down.
Okay.
And then we just take it and just kind of wire it on that way.
Now, what about
With a
length?
little
Because a lot of
twist
these
knife.
pieces that you brought from your floral shop are really long. What if we don't have as long of pieces? Is there a way that we can kind of make them still work?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. You can use other branches, twigs, stems from other flowers,
Okay.
and wire them together, and
Okay.
that'll bring them down to the length that you want.
Okay, now yours is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like I'm in a little tea, a little garden tea for the afternoon. But you've kind of thought about some different themes that you could do too. I just noticed you have lights in these.
Yes.
How cute is that?
Yeah, these are just some twig lights that most of us use them at the holidays, and then we pack them away for the rest of the year. And I just dug them out of our holidays, and it's got a little battery pack on there, and I suspended it from the middle.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Okay, now so let's talk about themes, because you kind of had some ideas for different themes in your hanging chandeliers, you call it.
Right. Yeah, you can choose flowers from your backyard and give it a real gardeny look, or you can choose more formal flowers available at your local florist. And you can even do a red, white, and blue theme for your backyard
That
for
sounds fun.
Memorial Day or 4th of July.
Yep, I love that idea. Now, some of us have more weeds than flowers. Can we use weeds in some of these creations?
Absolutely. There's no such thing as a weed. It's just
Oh,
a
good.
flower misplaced.
Thank you so much, Marcy. I love this.
You're welcome.
I need you to come to my home and do it everywhere, okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
If you want to get in touch with Marcy and our team to help you with these floral creations, head on over to floralcreationsmeridian.com. Well, we're getting ready for the 3-day weekend that kicks off summer. And when we come back, we're talking about some fun and inspirational events happening around town right here, just in time for Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is the official kickoff to outdoor grilling season. And no matter what type of outdoor space you have, our sponsor Lowe's has a barbecue perfect for you and your family. Malia Karlinski shows us what's new when it comes to grilling.
The following segment is sponsored by our friends at Lowe's. Let's be honest, with so many options, buying a barbecue can be a challenge. Luckily, our friend Sam Shakramanoff from Lowe's shared his tips on grabbing the perfect grill. Okay, so what are 3 things people should consider when they're thinking about buying a barbecue?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Number 1, we want to consider the size of the deck or the patio you have. 2 is what's your budget. And 3rd and final, I would consider whether you like barbecuing with gas, charcoal, or smoking your meats or veggies.
So for a smaller space like a condo or an apartment or a smaller deck or patio, what's a good option?
I have a perfect grill to show you. Come check this out. We have this cobalt blue Aussie grill that is charcoal. It comes 100% assembled.
And there's quite a bit of space, it looks like, here to grill on, right?
Over 330 square inches of cooking space.
Oh my gosh, look at that. So if you have a bigger space, like a medium-sized space, is this the way to go?
This is the way to go. I tell you what, I'm fired up about this grill here. Yeah, this is the Charbroil gas to coal barbecue. It's 2 grills in one, actually. What it does is it actually converts in less than a minute from propane to charcoal. Check this out. You have a tray under here. All you do is pull it out. You can put charcoal right in here, and it's evenly designed so it distributes heat evenly.
Okay, if you happen to have a lot of space for a barbecue, show me what you got.
This is the granddaddy of them all. Check this out. This one is huge.
Wow, look at all that space.
Yeah, we've got, as you can see, hamburgers, hot dogs. There's plenty of room for more. And what's really cool and neat about this grill, it's infrared. So you have no flare-ups.
No flare-ups at all?
No flare-ups.
Okay.
It uses way less gas.
Okay.
And my favorite part, it's way juicier meats on this stuff.
Thank you for all the great tips today, Sam.
No problem. You know, don't forget Lowe's is a great place, not just for barbecues, but everything else, Memorial Day and the rest of your summertime.
Summer barbecues look so much fun. But we know that Memorial Day is really about remembering those who have lost their lives in the armed forces. So remember that this weekend, and there's a lot of opportunities you can pay your respects. Here are a few of our favorites. The Memorial Day celebration at Idaho State Veterans Cemetery at 10 a.m. This will be a ceremony to recognize and pay tribute to our fallen vets. Eagle Field of Honors flags in Merrill Park. This is a beautiful ceremony here. There are hundreds of flags that are placed in the park. They are intended to remember Idaho and U.S. veterans. They will be on display from May 21st and will remain through May 31st. This is truly a beautiful sight to see. Plus, Kohler Lawn Cemetery out in Nampa, a 1-hour special Memorial Day celebration, and so many more opportunities that you have to celebrate those on Memorial Day. Thanks for joining us here on Idaho Living. We'll see you next week.
Promotional consideration was provided by The Village at Meridian, Village Coffee, Floral Creations, and Lowe's Home Improvement. Jana's Wardrobe provided by Torrid.